Hi everybody, how are you doing? And I hope all of you are keeping healthy and safe. It's been a while since I conversed with you, and I'm trying to get more regular on my videos, so do keep subscribing and liking. Since work has resumed, the schools have reopened, I'm sure the children must be grappling with this changed scenario, and especially the age group that is 3 to 10. They are the ones more vulnerable to being kind of drained out, because this new experience is must be emotionally a little taxing for them. So many a times what parents come up with is a term called communication gap, very common terminology that is being used. Many a times they come and tell us that we're not able to talk to our children, and they wouldn't tell us. Many a times your child is getting bullied in the classroom, but he wouldn't tell you, and you would get to know it from someone else. A number of times traumatic experiences just settle down in your child's brain, and he or she is not able to process it. Now, as we already discussed in our parenting videos, that our brain is divided into left and right hemisphere. Both have their own significances. Where your your right hemisphere focuses upon processing the information, but making sense out of it is done by the left hemisphere. Now, what to do when your child is not opening up to you? We as mothers, as parents, we want that we should know what is happening in the school, within the peer circle. How is my child doing? And sometimes you want that it should come from your own child, because that is how you will connect with emotions, and that is how you will be able to build a bond with your child. So what is the barrier that is stopping them? Now, strategic parents, they actually know how to strike a conversation, because they know the right time and the right attitude to strike a conversation with the child. Trust me, if you build that rapport in the formative years of the child, you will not face the problem of communication gap. Okay, because communication it's an ongoing process, and once the foundation is built, it just requires maintenance. So there are many times you ask your child how was the day at school, and they wouldn't respond much, and they wouldn't probably open up that much. So what is the right time, and what are the right strategies? So your child is more likely to be responsive if you are strategic. And most of the child therapists and seasoned parents, they have observed that children are most responsive when they are building something, when they are playing with cards, when they are deeply engaged in some kind of an interesting activity, or you have gone for a ride. So that is the right time when you can talk to your child. Second methodology is, if your child is not able to open up with you, if you feel that there is a change in my girl's behavior, she is a little quieter than usual, or there has in the past been a traumatic experience, and somehow you know it, but you want it to hear from your child, but you see that your child is not opening up. So what do? In that case, parents, in that case, one technique that works, if your child is between the age of 6 to 10, is able to draw a bit, you can ask your child to draw what he or she has been experiencing, no matter what. Fluid patterns suggest that there is an overflow of feelings. Very pointed patterns, scribbling on the paper with a lot of points and sharp edges, it suggests that the child's mind is in an emotional turmoil, and there is a built up frustration, there's a pent up emotions that are somewhere deep down. Too many lines suggest that the child is grappling with certain feelings but is not able to understand or process it well. So when you look at the drawing of the child as well, you will be able to get a hint of what's going on in the mind. Mind can do a lot of tricks. So it is very important that you have a healthy conversation with your child. So tip number 1 is try to choose the right time when your child is busy building or playing with cards, or you are out for a ride. Try to strike a conversation then. Second, you can ask your child to draw out. Third, you can ask your child to write down the experience in the form of a story. Stories can do wonders for your child. Encourage a lot of storytelling and try to tell a lot of stories to your children, because that's the way they connect. The horrifying and extra dramatic feelings, fearful feelings that the right brain is dealing with, the left brain has to make sense out of it. So you have to make sure that your strategies are kind of integrating the right side of the brain and the left side of the brain. Integration is the key to a happy and healthy child. That is very, very important. And it's important to tell kids of all the ages different stories that are suitable to your child. Now, next I want to talk about how we as parents can be less demanding and less commanding and achieve what we want to. So commanding and demanding behavior will not help your child out. It will create a child who is more reclusive, who does not want to communicate further with you. Too much of command in your voice and ordering tone can actually push your child into the shell you want your child to come out from. Especially with respect to toddlers, it is very important that you are being very, very positive. Use of the word no and not can actually register in your brain very fast. Toddlers understand and grasp more of negative emotions. So it is important that we avoid it. If I am saying do not do it, do not touch the hot iron, so the child somewhere is taking it as a challenge and would want to do it. So your attitude really matters. Now, these are certain strategies that seasoned parents and child therapists have often discussed. And an interesting book, parenting book, that I would recommend all the parents to read is The Whole Brain Child. This is how the book looks like. I've been reading it, and I've been reading a couple of other books as well, and I think it's very helpful, and it has a scientific reasoning for what it tells us. It has a scientific kind of a interpretation to every behavior that your child does, and it has certain interesting graphical representations also, like this, to which you can connect. Okay, and I would really want that you read in front of your child, because your child will see that you're taking so much of care about being a good parent. Your efforts, when they are seen, they are counted and regarded more. So let your children know your feelings towards them, your efforts towards them, and only then will they be a happy, integrated beings, because our purpose is that we raise kids who are emotionally very, very stable and sound, and we want that they have an integrated brain where the left and the right hemisphere is working in tandem. Okay, so these are few tips and few strategies that I have learned myself, and I continuously enrich myself. If you have more strategies on how we can help kids open up and discuss more, and talk about their feelings, do let me know, and do comment and share with lots and lots of parents. And that is it for today's video. See you in my next video. Bye bye.